Come on. You're on the video.
Good afternoon, y'all. Thanksgiving's over, and now we headed toward Christmas. But I love Thanksgiving. I love Christmas. Thank y'all for joining me today. And the day before Thanksgiving, I had a new great granddaughter. My grandson Hunter and his wife Hannah had their fourth little girl. But anyway, I am making her tomorrow. We're going to see the baby and her, and I am going to make a potato and ground beef casserole because they love it. I made it when her last baby was born, and so when I called her, she said, "Oh, Grandma, make that potato and ground beef casserole." But I'm also making some spiced pecans to carry because the children love those. And I'm doing two recipes. I'm doubling the recipe. The recipe calls for 4 cups of pecans, but I'm going to do either 6 or 8. So I've got my sheet pan here lined with parchment paper. The recipe said aluminum foil, but I like the parchment paper, so you can do either one. You can even use wax paper if you don't have either one of those. So it's a simple recipe. It's egg whites. Sorry, y'all. When Roxy barks, we have to cut this camera off because she is so loud. She barks at noises, and she heard me beating this egg white. This is 2 egg whites because I'm doubling the recipe. All right. So you just kind of beat them till they're frothy. You don't beat them a whole lot. All right. This was 4 cups. And these are some pecans that we picked out in 21. And as you see, I vacuum sealed them. And
It's time to start picking pecans up.
it is time to start picking them up. They're on the ground, so we got to start picking them up. All right. All right, that's 8 cups. So there's 4 cups and 1 quart. Now, what I'm going to do, if I see any with little brown spots, and I've already gone through these, or if I see any with any hulls, I'll pick them out. Because you know, when you're picking out pounds and pounds and pounds of pecans, you let some slip by you. Even though you try to get them all, some will still slip by you. So, and there's always little holes in there. See, like that one. See that little hole right there? It can just get right by you, and you just have to pick it out when you start to use them. Look at that one. That one had the whole hull on it. So I'll just pick that out. Now that would have hurt somebody's teeth, wouldn't it? If they'd have got that. That's the reason when you home pick them out at home, you have to go through them. But it only takes a second to do that. And these were in the freezer, so I took them out earlier this morning, but they're still kind of cold. But that's all right. Okay. Now, there's a dark one. There's a dark one. Okay. Now, put those over there. Now, you can see about how I have beat my egg whites till just they're frothy. So I'm going to pour them over my nuts, and I'm going to get a spoon, and I'm just going to coat these nuts good with the egg white. And what this egg white does, it makes the sugar and the spices stick to your pecans. Okay. All right, that's looking good. And this is a wonderful, wonderful, you can start cooking it, fixing it now. And you can put them in a quart jar or a pint jar. They're wonderful to give as gifts for the holidays. You go see somebody comes to see you, or you just have somebody special like me tomorrow that you want to do something for, make these. They're absolutely wonderful. Now, the recipe is 1/2 cup of sugar, but I'm doubling it, so I'm using brown monk fruit. So I'm using 1/2 cup of that, and then 1/2 cup of white sugar, because I'm wanting to cut my calories and carbs. So that's 1/2 cup of white sugar, 1/2 cup of brown sugar. But I'll have the original recipe, which is only 1/2 cup, in the description box.
And if these were for just you and I
would not put the sugar in them.
We would use all
sweetener. All right, it calls for 1/2 cup of salt, so I put sorry, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, so I put a whole teaspoon, since I'm doubling. Now, let me get that off my hands. Spice. Y'all know I make my own spice. This is my cinnamon allspice cloves blend. I have another one called autumn spice. It's on my channel, Grandma Rose's Open Pantry. Type that in, autumn spice blend, and it'll come up.
What do you call this one?
This is just I don't call this one anything. My spice. I guess I'll have to come up with a name for it, but this is just cinnamon, allspice, and cloves. And the recipe calls for 1 teaspoon of this, 1/2 teaspoon of that. But since I already have mine already made,
This is your 3 spice.
This is that's a good name. This is my 3 spice. All right. So I put 2 teaspoons of that. And I'm just going to stir it up really well. And I'm going to spray my parchment a little bit. Even though I don't think I would need to, I'm going to. And I have my oven preset for 350 degrees. Now I'm stirring this really well because I want all those spices on all these pecans. And the sugar and the sweetener and your spices are really sticking to them good. And it says cook them about 30 minutes. But probably every 10 minutes, I'll take them out, stir them up good, just to make sure that they're cooking evenly. So let me get my spray. This is butter spray, but it really doesn't matter. And it doesn't call for any butter at all, so I'm not putting any on it. All right. Let me set all this back here. Pull this up. And y'all look at there. There's another hole. No matter how close you think you've got them, sometimes you always leave one. All right. Now I'm going to spread this out evenly. And put it in my oven, 350. And in about 10 minutes, I'll take it out, stir it up. After 10 more minutes, take it out, stir it up. And we'll be back in 30 minutes and we're going to taste of them. I love spiced pecans, glazed pecans. You call them candy pecans. Different people call them different things. I just call them good. So we'll see y'all in about 30 minutes. All right, y'all. Got peanut pecan in my mouth. All right. This is our candied pecans. And they are so good.
Delicious.
Man, they are so good, y'all. You got to make these. And I told you how you could put them in a jar and make them decorative. I don't have a little piece of material, but I do have a Christmas napkin. So what you do, you put your lid on, put your little piece of cloth over it, and then screw your lid down like that. And you can get a little bigger piece of cloth than this. And it makes a beautiful, beautiful gift. Or another way you can do it is you can take this off. Just put your lid on like this. Take a piece of ribbon like so. Tie it around here. I'm not going to do it today. Tie it around here. Make you a bow. And you have another pretty little gift. So this is just some ways that you can make homemade gifts. I'm still chewing, y'all. You can make homemade gifts out of pecans. So this is really, really good.
This is a treat for everybody.
It surely is. Okay. Food feeds the family, family feeds the heart, God feeds the soul. Make you some of these 50% less sugar. Please share this video, subscribe to my channel, hit that little notification bell, give me a thumbs up, and please leave me a comment. And I'll probably see y'all tomorrow with another good recipe. So make some of these. They are so good.